Hello, I'm Matteo, the Chief Mobile Opinionist here at Tech Travel Geeks, and this is the video in which I'll show you how to set up, or how I'm setting up, the DJI Osmo Nano. DJI Osmo Nano is a thumb-sized action camera from DJI, which promises incredible performance, and from what I've seen from reviews is very, very impressive. And what I'm going to do is obviously set that up today with the DJI Mimo or Mimo app. So you need to download the DJI Mimo or Mimo app. I already have it installed because I use it for my other action cameras, my DJI Osmo Pocket 3, my DJI Osmo Action, my DJI Osmo Action 5, and look at that, it's already recognized the Osmo Nano. I don't have to do much but click connect. Now this might give me something to do. Let's see. Do I have an on button? Yes, it's not powered on. That's very intuitive from DJI. How do I switch it on? Power on your DJI device. Do we have an on button on the Nano? Yes, we do. We have the record button. There we go. I've got it on. I now have the app recognizing it. Updating multifunctional keys. We see that the pin code is the same. I'm going to accept that on the camera. Now, in DJI, we trust here at Tech Travel Geeks. Both Lucas and I have been using DJI products for, well, the best part of 10 years. So I'm reading this really rapidly using my superpowers, and I'm agreeing. Activate Osmo Nano. Activate your device when you connect it for the first time to receive warranty. Okay. Confirm account info. Activate. So that's now activating the device on my account. You'll see that I have the Osmo Nano set up. Do I want a 2-year refresh plan? No thanks, I'm going to skip that. You can see that I have configured the Osmo Nano for the ease of this video to have the camera screen pointing at me. DJI Osmo Nano user feedback, let's skip that, I just want to get on with this. Yes. Activation successful, let's get started. So this is the usual too much stuff happening. Enjoy live view on DJI Mimo, manage files, advanced skills with tutorials, update firmware regularly. Great, done. So we're updating the firmware. This is the first update I'm putting on it. It's 696 megabytes, 0.9 megabytes. So we need to update to the latest firmware, and it's downloading that over my Wi-Fi connection, and it will then hand over to the device when we click installation. But just to show you, I can now unclip the camera, and you can get a little bit of a preview of what's about to be reviewed on the Tech Travel Geeks YouTube channel. There's the DJI Osmo Action 6, the DJI Mic Mini, and a pouch for the Osmo Action 6. Actually, what we'll do is we might as well record that. So I'm currently on the device. Let's just quickly set up some things whilst the firmware is downloading. So let's change the settings for recording. Now, Tech Travel Geeks videos are usually set up to go at 4K 16:9. That's our current setup for working. So I'm going to work at 4K 16:9 at 30 frames per second. And just briefly, let's hit that record button, which we have up on top here. So it's recording, and I can unclip from the camera, still get a preview of what the DJI Osmo Nano is seeing, but be able to turn and see something else. And I'll edit in the footage from this. You get to see what's on my desk and my desk. So there you go. But for now, I'm going to plug this back in. That's the DJI Osmo Nano plugged in. Let's install this firmware update. So you see that it has already gone, so I need to connect to my device. Osmo Nano. And then once that's done, I can install the firmware. Oh, it failed. Let's try again. Searching for the device. Connect to device. Connection successful. We're back on the install firmware page, and I'm going to install. Now this may take a few moments to install. We'll edit this out. So great, with that, it seems that the installation was a success, the update was a success. So I'm going to click Done, and it's now going to reconnect to the DJI Osmo Nano, I hope. Device not found. Maybe I just need to reboot this one. There we go. As it was switching it off, it recognized it. I'm going to switch it back on, and we'll go connect. Yeah. So it's playback in progress on the app. That's good to hear. So it is connected. And there you go. You get a view of what you see on the camera screen. It's a bit bright here, but that's the way I like it, especially when using it outdoors. You can see my desk, furniture near me, and my camera. I am recording this on the Sony ZV or ZV-1, which has been a trusty camera for about 5 years, but there you go. We have updated the firmware and set up the DJI Osmo Nano. Now, next up, I'm going to open the side of the door where you have, in this case, you have the USB Type-C port and the micro SD card port. I'm going to take a SanDisk 64GB micro SD and pop that in. So I'm doing that with the SanDisk logo facing the screen or the outside of the camera, and then clicking in, and that's it. Done. That means that I can now go into the settings, scroll along. Nope, that's what type of settings it is. That's not what we want. We need to go from the top, settings button here, USB mode, sounds, LED, storage. And you'll see that there is 107 gigabytes of usable space on the DJI Osmo Nano. And there's 56 gigabytes of usable storage on this SD card. So what I'm going to do, format SD card, and I need to confirm that. Formatting failed. Format SD card. Formatting successful. So what didn't happen first go, but on the second go it worked. Great. So now I have set that up. Pull down again, settings, scroll down all the way to that storage, and we can format internal storage, but that's not needed at the moment. And whilst we're in the settings here, let's go and do a bit more of a setup. So I want to go to settings, always on display is on, screen off when recording, 2 minutes after. Built-in mic, audio backup is off, USB mode, bitrate standard. I'm going to leave everything as standard, but I will add the grid and diagonal lines that will help me set up frames. I've already set up the resolution 4K 16:9 at 30 frames per second. What's this? Voice control. I'm not going to mess around with that at the beginning. I'll get my bearing with the camera first. What else can I set up? Very quickly. Horizon calibration. Interesting. So I will do this when I have a even surface to do that on. And device info is there. Firmware version is 1.01.08.6. There's software on the camera, multifunctional vision dock, and the details of the camera there. Great, so I think that's enough for my setup for now. I'm going to put this device through its paces over the next few days. I am flying through Europe at the weekend, so I will do my best to use the DJI Osmo Nano with the hat clip, with the magnetic lanyard, with the suction cup to get some sample footage. And who knows, if you're subscribed to the Tech Travel Geeks, you'll likely also be able to watch the content I'm going to be creating with it whilst I travel in Europe and use it whilst away. So make sure you're subscribed to the Tech Travel Geeks here on YouTube, where we cover consumer electronics, gadgets, accessories, and anything else we think makes the travel experience better. But for now, thanks for watching, and goodbye from me.